All right, it's still good morning, Anambra, and we're glad to welcome you to this segment of our discussion.
Yeah, it's actually good to be back here to the second segment of this program, and it's going to be interesting because we have something very special,
Oh yes, I told you earlier that a lot of good things are happening in Anambra State.
And I concur earlier when you said that,
is not left out. A lot of transformations, a lot of innovations coming in, to change the lives, especially the youths.
And firstly, we're grateful to God, and secondly, we're grateful to the governor, the amiable governor of this great state. Well, in this segment of the program, we're going to be discussing something very interesting, and something really happened over the weekend.
Yes.
But first, let's actually introduce...
we watched the clips, that clip is part of what you're going to hear all about it on this platform. Let's quickly welcome the people we have in the studio that are going to help us look at the topic we have. They are I call him, a strategist.
He's a man of many personalities.
A reformer, and most times he's so passionate about what he does. Who am I talking about this morning? The MD, CEO of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Nze Uche Nwora.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the studio.
All
right, we also... All right, I got about a tattoo na bani. Kai we got a chai high neck. So, oboni wani kinweke jumu ajuju ofuma kai we got hiniku. We also have a Pascal Osubo in the studio this morning. Pascal, a young, talented man. Whenever I see Pascal, he's always. You're welcome to the studio, Pascal.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning.
It's your
Good morning to you all.
All right.
Yeah.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
And so good to have you on your own couch.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. I don't know why you guys you don't invite me to your program. I don't know.
But then again, I think you're too busy. Very, very busy.
Invite me first. Let me now say that.
It's okay. It's okay. Welcome.
Like young people will say, is it your business?
All right. Let's begin with looking at ABS Film Academy. What's the passion?
Okay, I think before we actually get into that, let's get to hear. We'll actually have the MD of ABS in the house, and we really want to know from him what it's like being the MD of this great institution. He's going to really tell us if it's been smooth, rough, or perfect. Then we're actually going to get into proper what we're discussing today. So I'm actually going to be asking you, the MD, how has it been being the MD of this?
How has it been?
So you guys tell me, how has it been?
No, of course. I think it's been good. I think it's been good, but we want to hear from the horse's mouth.
So you're calling me a horse?
I want to hear from the boss's mouth.
Anyway, first of all, is to appreciate. We have to appreciate His Excellency Governor Willie Obiano, who gave us the opportunity to come to Anambra State and serve on the Anambra. And also the wonderful staff at this great organization. You're just there at the top. You're just like the servant leader, but you can't really do anything alone. So you need people around you to drive the vision and all that. So it's been, nothing is easy in life. Like Ndibo will say, if all this is easy, I'm able to defend Odogu. But we thank God. God has been kind. The clients, in the Anambra, everybody, the ESCO, Ndigwe, you can see without the support of the Anambra and everybody, all the things that we're doing here, I don't think, we'll be able to achieve them. And of course, look at this beautiful studio where we are sitting in this morning, put together by His Excellency, the equipment, the staff training, and also the commissioner. We've been privileged to have had, I think we started with Tony Onyema. He was the commissioner at the time. This whole project started. Then after Tony, we had Barrister Mrs. Ujunwogu, who now is the Attorney General of the state. Then after Ujunwogu, we had Tony Nacheta. Till we had, currently we have a Sidon. I call him the Great Sidon. So it's been, sleepless nights, good times. But again, that's the way everything is in life.
All right. We appreciate that. And Odima ka bada taking obele. Kinye kenai kedi hebo ebum nobi ejiwe wube this ABS Film Academy.
Pascal, you want to take that? Pascal is the director of studies, ABS Film Academy. So day to day, he runs around, makes sure that everything is okay. Sometimes I kick him in the butt. You know, we fight, make up, but it's all for the progress of the academy. You know, what we did was we looked at what's happening in the country. People talk about Nigeria beyond oil. You know, and His Excellency has been talking about it as well. You know, how we should start thinking of creative funding, doing more with less. And he, of course, you know that the former Ministry of Youth and Sports Development has been now rebranded to Ministry of Youth Entrepreneurship and Creative Economy. Okay. So once His Excellency did that, we picked up on that vision, you know, in the sense of trying to tap into the emerging creative economy. But there's a lot going on in the creative economy. Creative economy, you know, you're talking about advertising, branding, filmmaking, entertainment, music, even sports, ICT, coding, app. There's a whole lot in there, you know. So what we've done with the academy is just to take an aspect of that and set up an academy where we teach people filmmaking, broadcast journalism, editing, producing, and all that. So, and that's what has happened.
All right, so I'll ask you now, Pascal. Now, looking at the academy, ever since the academy started, how has it been for you and the people you've been able to train? Of course, last weekend, lots of graduates, you had lots of graduates, but how was it? How did it start?
Well, just like the MD said, there have been rough times, and sometimes he also gets to kick me in the butt, and we still have to work.
Oscar, please, before you go on, at this point, we'd like to take a very short break. The program returns after now.
So what's up, Nigeria? What's up, Anambra? We are live here in ABS, and guess what? It's something big. Something big is going down in town. Yes, a few months ago, we brought 30 people that we promised you were going to unleash into the media and the film industry as experts. Well, today is going to be happen. This is the commencement ceremony of the ABS Film Academy. Alright, like I promised you, I'm going to drag the cream de la cream to the red carpet. And guess who I found? This is Dr. Pasundo, a top-notch media practitioner, a member of the ABS Board of Directors, the chairman, Anambra State Youth Empowerment, Entrepreneurship, and Creative Economy Council.
My name is Yo Edoche, Nollywood actor, film director as well. Currently the SSA to the Governor of Anambra State on creative and entertainment media.
Ma, you're welcome to the red carpet. Thank you, my dear. Ma, how do you feel because of this great event? How do you feel? Tell me.
It's very thrilling, and my joy comes forth because Anambra indeed is setting the pace. ABS is setting the pace, and we thank God for a day like this.
So what opportunities exist for these graduates now in Anambra State?
Well, for the ones that have finished, I think the first thing that they need to do is to figure out what is going on in the world of film right now. But in terms of actual opportunities in Anambra State, we are going to be working with a couple of investors and entrepreneurs to make sure that we build the framework for community theater.
All right, it's still Good Morning Anambra, and we are talking about ABS Film Academy. A lot of good things happening in the state. Pascal, you know, we were on you to answer some question about how it's been.
How you got yourself into the film.
Okay, well, it's just like I said before. It has been challenging. It has been tough because it's one thing to have an idea. Is wanting to have the knowledge and wanting to impact that knowledge to others. So training the students has been fun and still cool. At least with that, I also get to increase my own knowledge about the film industry and the film making process. So the whole 3 months was wonderful because why I say wonderful is that we had people who came to the academy with one aspect. They just wanted maybe script writing, they wanted only broadcast journalism. But the academy, we helped redirect their focus, redirect their minds from their weaker parts to the strongest parts, in the sense that they came to study this, but we ended up finding out what they're actually better at, and that is what they finished with. So not only did the academy help raise talent, the academy helped redefine youths and people that came to the academy towards their better purpose in life, where they should actually be.
That's a great one. You know, it all happened last week, Friday, when you graduated 30 students.
Yes.
You
It
know,
was, I mean, they were supposed to be 35, but...
that's what I wanted to ask. You know, if there are people that dropped...
Yes, of course, you know now, it's not everybody that starts the race that completes the race. You know, because the 3 months was very, very rigorous. You know, it's quite, you know, very challenging task and all that. So, but... Of course, like when we went to university now, it wasn't, you know, it's not everybody that started and finished. So, but we're quite happy as well with the, you know, with the completion rate, 27 out of 35. I think the academy did a good job. Yes.
Very personal. Yeah. Okay, but looking at generally now the film industry in Nigeria, let's take ABS Film Academy coming up, doing very well, and now this is actually the first edition. Now, let's talk about the film situation in Nigeria. How is it going to be?
See, let me tell you the big vision. The big vision is, I mean, if you listen to some of the speakers on Friday, particularly Dr. Nick Okoye. Nick Okoye is incidentally the chairman of the Anambra State Youth Entrepreneurship, Empowerment and Creative Economic Council. It's a new council set up by His Excellency, Governor Obiano, to see how, you know, the council can harness the talent and skill of young people in Anambra State, and also to empower them as well. So, from what he was saying on Friday, there are plans with private investors to set up about 50 cinemas in Anambra State.
Really?
And you know what that means is, I want to show you the link with the academy. So people that come to the academy, you know, you complete your studies, and then you guys go ahead and do some productions, isn't it?
Yes.
So eventually you will require some space where you will exhibit and show your films, your documentaries and all that. So there's already a tie-in, you know. So, and also, Nick also made mention of instituting a scholarship.
Yes.
You know, he said he was going to 500,000 naira. He said every year for the best graduate. So I mean, that's those are interesting, challenging,
you know, there's
exciting.
Something that is so striking. When something begins newly, it's just like a film, you know, and stuff like that, and eventually it's becoming a reality. Now, you know, what are the courses that you do? Because so many people will be watching, they want to know courses that are done in this place in case I have interest and I want to enroll.
Let the director of academy,
help us.
Okay, the courses that are done, we broke it into 2 segments, and that is filmmaking, then broadcast journalism. Broadcast journalism, we handle radio, TV.
Just like what you guys are doing, you know.
Yes. Then for filmmaking, we handle cinematography, that's the camera works. Video editing, that's the post-production, where you do the whole cutting of clips and putting together animation, script writing, graphic design, photography, because you still have still pictures and other stuff. Then we also have special effect makeup and beauty makeup, because of the whole prosthetics and aesthetics and the injuries and all those things we get to see in the movie. So we are covering the full outline for a film production.
And,
so anyone that takes the whole
additionally, this just came in last night from His Excellency. You know, he said that you know, we're just focusing on the technical aspect, you know, production, you know, teaching them how to do films and all that. But it's very, very important that from the next class, that means the class that will start in August or early September, that we should introduce a module on entrepreneurship.
Okay.
You know, I haven't even told the director of studies that, because this was communication that I got last night. So from the next class, there's a module on entrepreneurship, and already we have people that are willing to come and teach on that. Dr. Nick Okoye will be a faculty member, and even our own commissioner, Sidon Adenoba, has also said, listen, I'm going to be part of this, so he will also be teaching on that. And we will also look around the environment and see other successful entrepreneurs from Anambra State and see how we can grab them into the faculty. Yes.
All right.
So you can see that, like people will say, the ministry is moving
to the permanent side. All right, just to let you know that the numbers are on your screen. You can actually call us and ask your questions. ABS Film Academy, whatever you want to know that has to do with film generally, broadcast journalism, name it. You can actually call in now and ask your question. The MD is here, and of course the director of the Film Academy is also here. Now let me ask you, Pascal, now while you were actually training this students of yours, what were the challenges? Were there any challenges, and how were you able to overcome those challenges?
Basic challenge we had there was, first of all, making them understand what they have come to study. Because most of them believed in the whole glamour of the film. Yes, we see the good movies out there, so we have come to study filmmaking. But they didn't really understand the work behind that film they see on screen. Yes. So the first thing we had to do was make them understand what they have come to study. And after they had understood it, now all of them came with the idea of, we're going to do all the courses we're going to do from A to Z because we paid for it. But after 2 weeks, we start seeing them now moving to your tent, oh Israel. This one now finds where he belongs. So with that, I think the class became fun in the second month.
Sorry, we have a caller here. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that. Please call.
Network,
All right, go ahead.
So the class became fun in the second month because now this one tells you, no, don't disturb me. I'm strictly on script writing. This is where my calling is. So with that, the class broke into groups and we started working as a team to get all the productions we had.
All right, that's a very great work you are doing, and this the second quarter is beginning when? In August.
Yes.
Please.
No, the admission process is currently
Yes,
on.
I want to know how to get the forms, people that are interested.
It's very simple. You, first of all, we've made it easy for everybody. If you go to visit ABS website, which is www.absradiotv.com, www.absradiotv.com. You can download the forms from the website. So you can also walk into ABS and then you pick up the forms. It's that simple, and complete it, and then we'll process it and all that, and you're good to go.
Okay, let's talk about the big one.
Let's see how much is the form, because people want is not just getting the forms. I get the form.
I think it's important that I say this.
Yes.
People.
Sorry, before you go on, let's see who's
here. Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, speak up. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, good.
It's important that I say this. The governor was speaking at the ceremony on Friday, and he said, and it was profound what he said. He said that Anambra parents should gradually, begin to also look at other ways. Like if you go to Germany or go to Europe, emphasis is more on skill acquisition. So he said that parents should also begin to look at skill-based training, apprenticeship. Yes, you can still do your degrees, and he was kind of trying to encourage parents to also look into the area of the film academy, because when we were growing up, if your dad sees you that you're singing or that you want to do all those, the man will beat the hell out of you. So it's a call because, Pastor, you remember that the first class, most of the people in that class had actually gone to university. Yeah. Many of them were serving NYC members, but still, they considered it very important to come and take this 3 months course.
We had 2 retired people too.
And again, that was Mr. Mogalo. The guy is, I think he's about 65. Amazing story.
Wow.
Retired civil servant, and he said, listen, I want to start a second career in my life. And he was part of the graduating class. So what he says is that, what that tells us is that there's an opportunity for everybody, And of course, you were asking about how much it costs to get the form. Come on, 1,000 naira.
And the fee.
It's money that you use and go and sit down and eat in Kobe and all that. But this is an investment in your life, in the life of your children, in the life of the people that, in your community. So, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
John Paul. Okay,
John
go
Paul,
ahead.
Welcome.
Yes. I'm Muzikala akajala studio ba.
Dalo sir.
Muzikala kana ngari BMG.
Dalo sir.
Creative thinker.
Dalo sir.
I want to also greet the MD and the director.
Pascal, yes.
Thank you.
I say good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning.
You're doing well.
Thank you.
Let me contribute by saying that it is awesome. The project is awesome. I hope it continues. That is my take. I hope it continues.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
This is a new bridge And the governor of Anambra State is also a great thinker, a creative thinker. That is why he has mapped out that huge amount of money. And I know actually that the MD and the rest of this academy is going to utilize that on judiciously, because I know what is happening. Yes, I want to throw the line of the likes of the likes of the Belaga and the rest of them. That is locally. I want likes of Schwarzenegger and the others. That the director of this academy should look into all the characters those people possess, and see how to make this school competing globally.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, John Paul.
Thank you very much, John Paul.
Yes, I think let me quickly pick up on what John Paul just said. You know, like we started on our own. You understand what I'm saying? Because we wanted to demonstrate that this is what we can do, and these are the opportunities in this. So, the governor was he was away on a business trip. You know, he was in Austria. You know, looking for investors. Then from there, I think he went to the US to see his family. He heard that ABS was planning to graduate the students. He said, "Listen, don't go there. Just hold on. We had already sent out the invitation card. Hold on. He said, you guys wait. I'm going to be part of this." So by the time he came back the guy, he was amazed. And now he said, "I will throw my weight behind you, and I'll make this success. This is now beyond you."
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
So just to reassure John Paul that continuity is there. So the governor said, "Listen, so let's make this big," which was why the governor said, "I'm setting aside a 50 million naira grant."
We're going to talk about that. And
Yes.
that's the big one that really happened over the weekend. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
What's
morning.
your name?
Your name and location.
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago, where are you calling us from? Okay, now that's exactly where I was coming from, the big one.
Yes.
The governor actually earmarked a very large amount.
That's correct.
So tell me, how do you, because we're talking about film academy, we know what an academy is. When we talk about the New York Film Academy, we talk about some other academy, we expect
Let me tell you what happened with the grant. Yeah.
Okay.
What it is, so you guys, you come to us, okay? We do the training, do the certification, and then you graduate, okay? So at least you're hopeful there is some fund somewhere for you to access, made possible by His Excellency Governor Obiano of Anambra State. So the governor said it that day that there will be a panel or a team or a committee that once you guys finish, you're going to write a script in terms of the films you want to make. So it's that panel, and the governor specifically mentioned Peter Edochie. So John Paul, if you're still listening, the governor mentioned Peter Edochie, and I'm sure there will be other ones that the governor will appoint. We don't know who the other people are. So the committee will now go through and vet your script, and if they consider your script to be worthy, then you can access the grant, and that's what it is. The idea is just like somebody who has done apprenticeship, and then you finish your apprenticeship, and then your guy or your master gives you a seed money for you to go ahead. And from there, and with the cinemas that are coming to Anambra State, come on,
All right, let's see who is here. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
All right, Pascal, let's quickly talk about...
Because if you now check, the Academy, without such grants, did the production, and we are ranked 7 in the world, over 600 and something films. Okay. So if we could work that out without the grant, now that there is a bigger plan, we could easily tap into that and still make more wonderful, fantastic movies.
All right. So during the training period, I actually learned that there was a time you actually did some movies, short movies. Yes. So you really want to tell us about that? And of course,
okay. Just briefly, we did 3 movies for 3 minutes, and we used them to compete for the International Film Festival. And also we had 2 minor projects, that's short films of 30 minutes each, which are under editing process and will be out soon. The trailers and pictures have been online trending for the premiere of this movie on ABS TV. So we're working towards that. The next set is actually going to have a more tedious work because, just like they said, we've climbed to the next step.
That's right.
Definitely what the students coming in for the next session should be expecting is also the next level production.
I'm registering for 1,000 naira.
Sorry?
Yes.
What else do I have to pay? Because you can't tell me that the whole training is just worth 1,000 naira. What
Yes,
else?
not just what 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, let me just come in here, Pascal. See, 1,000 naira is the form. Okay. Imagine for 3 months, you're getting all these things with the opportunity of getting seed money and grant money. And then the fees is about 30,000. Do you know, to attend an academy in Lagos for 1 month, you're spending 200,000, 300,000 naira. So it's another way the government is subsidizing, the fees, So
all right.
And again, don't forget also the students have the opportunity of also doing their practicals, in ABS. With all our world-class equipment and facilities. So come on.
All right, let's say as a way of summary, for
Yes.
want of time,
Yes.
could you let us know your prospect? Where do you see ABS Film Academy in the next 5-10 years? The MD.
Let me allow the director for
All right. Where we see the academy in the next 5-10 years. Okay, I'll start with 5 years. In the next 5 years, we want to start having foreign students come to the academy.
That's right.
Because we're going to have hostels and we'll have accommodations for them. So in the next 5 years, that's one. The next 10 years, we're going to have our movies hitting the cinemas cut across Nigeria.
That's a very big one. That's a very big one. We so much appreciate you, Pascal. You're a very hard-working young lad.
You see, that's why, you see people, when you see a man like this, the future belongs to young people.
I believe God is going to crown your efforts.
And all the other young people that work with him and all that in the academy. So that's why, people like us, we are just hiding behind the corner and just watching them.
All right. Sorry, we can't take much calls for want of time. We so much appreciate our MD, CEO, ABS, Anambra Broadcasting Service, the person of Nze Uchenwara. Thanks for your efforts.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
And do invite us again next time.
Of course. Now you say we should invite you, of course.
Can you imagine?
Don't make excuse next time.
All right. Thank you so much, Pascal. Keep doing what you're doing. The Lord will bless your hard work.
But finally, before you go, I think you need to tell those who are really watching, because a whole lot of people will really want to, come and join. Just tell them once again
how they can access,
they need to come, and how they.
Okay, yes, you can get to us online, www.absradiotv.com, to get the form, or better still, to speak directly with someone who is going to assist you. You can call 0703 531 4457. 0703 531 4457, or you can come down to ABS Film Academy at Aroma Junction, Oka, and trust me, someone will be here to speak to you.
So now you want to become the next Ramsey Noah, Jim Ike, and Omotola and Genevieve. Now the ball is in your court. Of course, of Pete Edochie.
Are you Clarence Peter behind the camera.
Okay, now we're talking about Pascal. All right, now the ball is in your court. Well, all you need to do is come here and, of course, get the whole inquiries and information you need to join the ABS Film Academy. What are you waiting for? Make that move.
All right, take it from there. Bye for now.
Be part of the creative economy. Join the August intake of ABS Film Academy for the 3-month certificate course in filmmaking and media. Get professional and practical training in acting, cinematography, script writing, video editing, graphic design, animation, directing, producing, special effects makeup, and broadcast journalism. Registration form is 1,000 naira. Cost fee is 30,000 naira. Classes starts on the 1st of August 2018. To register, pick up a form at Anambra Broadcasting Service, Aroma Junction, Oka, or download an online form at www.absradiotv.com. For inquiries and partnership, call 0703 531 4457 or 0701 3423 229. ABS Film Academy. Theory meets practice.